forever. Well, that led a lot of people to speculate, well, has he ever been out of your life? What's going on? I mean, what do you make of that? I mean, a lot of people now think,
She wants to diddle and daddle him, huh?
well, and the rumor was they were diddling and daddling.
The rumor is they were diddling and daddling.
Emma.
Mauricio has continued on his midlife crisis. We have a lot of midlife crises. Well, I think I should call it a 3/4 crisis. No age shaming, but when you are 57, 55, I call that a 3/4 of life crisis. I don't call that a midlife crisis anymore. I wish we all lived to 110. So on the 3/4 year crisis, we have PK, Mauricio, and Kyle. But Mr. Umansky is continuing. He is now, I wouldn't say begging, but he is asking for our vote. He is up for a reality TV Netflix award, and he would like us to vote for him for biggest biggest superstar, hottest guy. What the fuck is this category? I mean, Gio from Selling OC is on there, but I don't know. Mauricio wants our vote for some award on Netflix relating to reality TV while he's taking a break from selling his multi-million-dollar mansions.
Emma Slater, by the way, it was his Dancing with the Stars partner. And apparently they're very close. Now, they say they're friends. Who knows? I did briefly see that award that you're talking about that he wants votes for, but I didn't pay much attention.
And I think I don't know when this man has time. I mean, I guess if you run the agency, people work for you, they sell a house, you make money. But I think, is going on part of the Dancing with the Stars tour with Miss Slater. Like, I think Mo is signed up for the tour.
Yeah. So maybe that's where they're going to be continuing.
That's like a real commitment. I mean, not everyone says yes to the tour. That's like selling a house takes a lot of work. You're taking time off to go state to state and dance. Somebody is happy they're on reality TV. Somebody is happy with the newfound fame of their
To stay to dance.
I mean, and it does make me start to think again, because now that we've discussed that maybe Kyle has broken up with Morgan for Kesha, I'm like, God, like, I keep going back to like, was this all a setup and last season's over and now we're done with Morgan? Because I mean, Kyle doesn't seem to be crying over it, and Morgan doesn't seem to be crying over it. Everyone wins. Morgan certainly wins. Everyone wins. Was this just all a setup? Do they never diddle and daddle? Because I thought Kyle and her were just, I thought those lights went down and vases were being knocked over. Lights were being smashed. That bedpost was smashing against the wall. I thought it was just ripped clothes and just take the kitchen table and throw all the food on the floor and throw Morgan down on it and just do her right. Like only Mama Kyle could. That's what I pictured. But I'm starting to think, maybe I was wrong.
I think that was it. No, I think that was it. Because the women I know in their 40s and 50s who find out that they're lesbians, like they basically have the best sex of their lives. Like they never even knew things worked that way. So I think that is where Kyle's at. I don't know. I think you bring up a great point. Won't that be one of life's greatest mysteries? There's the 7 wonders of the world, or maybe it's 8 now. This could be the 9th. It's right. Will we ever know?
No.
What started out as give us privacy is Kyle at Craig's with Kesha. They know what Kyle, by the way, for people who don't know, Kyle, like if you go to Craig's, they encourage photography. They want you to take, it is the equivalent of calling the paparazzi, because the paparazzi camp out there Tuesday through Thursday night just to take photos and get your interview. So, when they're doing moves like that, they know they want the attention. I don't know. That's going to be one of the biggest mysteries is did they, and you and I sort of said that from the start, and then they scolded everybody and they said, this is real. Well, it turned out to be real, but you can still get a lot of publicity off it.
I think we'll never know. You know who does want publicity? Sheena Shea. She's attending Jeremy Maddox's birthday party last week. And, she got called out a little bit. She was showing, giving her, you got to keep up that Instagram for good as gold. She pans around. She says, look at what a fun day it is. We have her, we have Brock, we have Summer Moon at this adults party drinking not Summer Moon's not drinking, but I mean, it seemed like Jeremy's, I think, fiance is it now? And Ariana was not there, and now Sheena has been accused of trying to show who was there and not there. And Sheena has clapped back and said, "Give me a fucking break. I was panning over to my husband and child at my good friend Jeremy's party, and my goal was not to shame Ariana for not being there." Brother and sister, I mean, is this the new Teresa and Joe? I don't think that's possible because they are toxic as fuck and they hate each other. We're also going to talk on Patreon about Melissa is now involved. She's very upset. Teresa said on the podcast months ago that her parents are watching down. She just said on another interview, her parents are watching down and they support what she's doing and not talking to Joe. All the tree huggers correct me. Oh, she really said this and this and this. Well, we'll have to talk about it. So, I mean, are Jeremy and Ariana really just, is it over? Has fame gone to Ariana's
No,
head?
what do you think? I'm sure there's a lot. I'm sure there's a lot to it, right? I mean,
He said it involves the one interview he did, and
yes, that's
people said that there was issues with the fiance, and I don't know. I don't see her reaching out to her brother. Is she too busy for her brother?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know that situation well enough where it's Teresa and Joe. Obviously, we had how many years? 13 years or something, 10, a decade. We've seen those highs and lows. And again, that was another one. I was blown. I know you weren't because you're such a Jersey insider and you talk to a lot of people associated with it, but that came as a shock to me because I thought, I mean, I knew they didn't like love each other and it was pretty toxic, but I didn't think they were at the point like they were great to be done. Like the kids were great to be done with their cousins. Like I didn't realize it was that level. Um,
Melania crashed her car, and Billy Bush, our podcast guest here behind the Velvet Rope, Billy Bush, who does it really well, asked Melissa, like, I hate to ask this, but have you reached out to your niece, Melania? She just crashed her car.
and they
Melissa
had right
Gordon,
now.
Melissa said, no, and nor will I.
I got
Billy
one.
said, isn't this such a great time? I'm like, oh, Billy, you go. You go, girl. Yeah,
Yeah, one
yeah.
quick Jersey question for you. Then I want to
Ask
ask you
me.
something about the Valley. But I did read Jersey ratings are the lowest they've ever been. What do you
We're
think
gonna
about that?
cover that on Patreon tomorrow, but I feel that because I do a full Jersey chat on Patreon every week, I feel that look, we didn't know what to do, and we brought everyone back because we didn't know what to do. It's also, let me say, it's a short season. It's only 13 episodes. Maybe we'll have a 3-part reunion. So whether it's only 16 episodes, it's a very short season of Jersey. They didn't know what to do. They brought everyone back. They didn't know how to move forward. Here we are. Everyone's back for one last 13 episode season to figure out what to do. I really do think this is it. And I will slow it down on Patreon. Everyone's going to say this. It doesn't matter what I send. I really feel this is it. People are over it. I think it is too toxic. That is what I think. I mean, it also has to make you wonder, did people like this 13-year, 10-year fight between Melissa and Joe versus Teresa? Because it's not about that this season at all whatsoever. It's about the Fudas versus Teresa. I mean, is that why it's failing? I just think it's like people are bored. It's the same
No,
old
it's pretty bad.
fucking, it's bad. It's the same old shit.